Hey gang, Ryan Cozy, the chapel at Crosspoint. I hope and pray everybody is doing well. Hey, Friday afternoon, and I'm finishing up for the week, just getting back from a trip to Chicago. But I just wanted to give an update on some of the neat things that God had been doing this week. First off, just wanted to give an update on Gurnee, Illinois. Had an opportunity to meet with the pastors of Gurnee. If you haven't heard that story, it's an amazing story of partnership with evangelical churches in a community in the north suburbs of Chicago, where we're actually looking at every street and every home in that part of the suburb of Chicago that is Gurnee, so that we could give them a repeated opportunity to hear, to see, and to respond to the gospel message of Jesus Christ. And we're very excited about that. We've been doing some video work with the help of actually Christ Together is facilitating that, one of our partner networks. But we've just been along for the ride, and it's been a great time to watch these pastors come together with the hope of giving every man, woman, and child that repeated opportunity for the gospel message. And so we're excited about that. I'll continue to give updates about Gurnee, but just wanted to give a brief one here as we move on for the rest of the update for this week. Wanted to also point out, had a great time in Chicago this week with some of our national leaders between Renovation Network and Christ Together. Again, God continues to do some very cool things in and throughout this partnership. I wanted to give special thanks to Jamie Wamsley, Scott Gifford, Scott Chapman, the leadership of Christ Together, for hosting us and allowing us to come together at their facility. We felt just tremendously blessed to be in conversation with the leadership of Christ Together, just learning more about their network and helping them to learn more about our network at Renovation. I also wanted to give special thanks out to Todd Milby from Summit Church in Estero, Florida, John Blue from Pacific Point out in Orange County, California, Jeff Shipman at Columbia Crossroads in Columbia, South Carolina, and Chad Clarkson from Clear Creek Church in the Houston area. Thank you so much for coming out. We enjoyed having you as representatives of Renovation Network and just enjoyed the time that we all had together this week. In addition, a couple other things that I'll mention, and I'll just close. I'm exhausted from the week, but wanted to mention that a connection between Renovation and Christ Together continues to emerge, in particular with some groups out of the Philadelphia area with Dolph Lario. Dolph is going to be joining me in September at Gurnee, Illinois, and with the Christ Together folks, and we're just going to be observing some of the initial steps of these churches working together, training their key lay leadership in building intentional relationships in their neighborhood and in their sphere of influence, in the hopes of reaching Gurnee in a certain period of time. And so we're excited about that. Dolph is looking forward to coming over, and I'm looking forward to having him, and we're both looking forward just to learning and observing what God is continuing to do in the Gurnee area. Second to that, next week I'm having the opportunity to go to Boston, Massachusetts with a friend of mine, Brett Cockrell from Renovation Church here in Buffalo. And we're going to be meeting with a couple of folks from the Brockton, Massachusetts area. And it's an interesting partnership that is developing here, just having a chance to get out there and see some of the things that are going on in Brockton. But one of the things that has been happening here with some of our churches is a partnership is emerging a little bit more with Christian Community Development Association, also known as CCDA. And Breck has kind of been a key part of that here in Western New York, and just learning and discovering about some of the CCDA principles and people involved in that network. And as we seek to understand more about CCDA and Renovation and examine the fit between the two, this is going to be a fun trip for us next week. I think we're going to learn a lot. We'll discover some neat things. And it's always exciting when you run into other people in different parts of the United States who are of like mind and of like heart, and who knows, perhaps organizationally there could be some fits between both of us, between Renovation Network and CCDA. And so Brack and I are looking forward to getting out there for a day and meeting with some of the leadership in the Brockton, Massachusetts area. Well, that's all. I know I could share more, but that's all for this week. I hope and pray everybody is doing well. God bless you, and I look forward to engaging you all next week with an update for Renovation Network.